In this video, I'm going to talk about prepositions. In particular, prepositions serve a purpose, and that is that they are adding information. They connect information to another part of the sentence. So our preview is that prepositions can follow nouns, verbs, and adjectives, and in, at, and on are used differently. So the two areas that I'm going to talk about. Okay, as we say, prepositions usually follow nouns, verbs, and adjectives. In this, I'll show you some examples. So here's an example of prepositions following nouns. The man in the play is my son's teacher. I attended the play at my son's school. Prepositions follow verbs. He runs in the park. She speaks into the microphone. And they worked on the problem for hours. Here are some prepositions that follow adjectives. He is asleep at his new home. She seems compatible on her new team. Now, prepositions and phrases can precede a clause, such as in the morning, she goes jogging. At the moment, she has the best solution for the problem. On second thought, I will have another piece of pie. Prepositions of location can begin sentences. This is prepositions of location when they are, again, in phrases. So, on the table rested the new computer. In the dark room stood a frightened girl. And at the door are her visitors. We notice that the subject follows the verb in these sentences. Well, now let's look at in, at, and on and how they are used differently. When we talk about place, or when we talk about time, we say in a period of time, at a point of time, and on for a specific day. So in a period of time could be something like in 5 minutes, or in a month like in August, or in a season like winter, or in part of the day, or the 24 hours here in the night. At a point of time would be at 5 o'clock, at sunrise, at noon, or at night. Whereas with a specific day, we're talking about Monday or March 4th. So let's look at time within. I will meet you in 5 minutes. In August, he flew home to see his family, and sunset comes earlier in winter. With at, we're more precise. I will meet you at 5 o'clock. At sunrise, we watch the sun light the sky. And she went to lunch at noon. All of these are a specific time. Now you could say, well, I'll meet you in 5 minutes. Seems specific, but the 5 minutes can sometimes be an inspecific time. Okay, time, when we use on, I will leave on Monday, so it's a specific day. Or we can use the calendar number on March 4th. She celebrated her birthday with friends. We talk about location, use in for an area or inside a boundary, such as in Gainesville, in class, or in the USA. At becomes a specific place or at a point, whereas on refers to a surface. So in Gainesville, in class, and in the US, whereas at is at school, at home, or at 3000 Northwest 83rd Street. And on would be like on the street, 83rd Street, or on an interstate, or on the beach. So when we're talking about location, we say inside a boundary. The boundary may not be a physical boundary. It might be an agreed upon boundary or an imaginary boundary. So we are in Gainesville. She's in this class. And in the U.S., each state has different laws. So all of these are locations we're within some type of boundary. Location with at seems at a point. So Santa Fe College is at 3000 Northwest 83rd Street. This is the specific location. Harold is at home. And at school, he is a teacher. At home, he's a father and a husband. Again, specific locations. When we use on, we're talking about a surface. of some sort. So the boats are on the beach. Went to Ocala on the interstate. Santa Fe College is on 83rd Street. So, to review, prepositions can follow nouns, verbs, and adjectives. And as they do, they add information. And in that noun are used differently and are the only focus of this video. Thank you very much.